Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Tales from Beyond the Dead Zone. My name is Reed. I am your Dungeon Master. And let's start the same way we always do, with some introductions. You can find me on TikTok at DND5E. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter, new handle alert, at Snail5E. That's right, I'm a 5th edition snail. You could find me now in the completely released Arc 8 of Unprepared Casters, wherever you get your podcasts. We're celebrating the wrap of that this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the twitch.tv/unpreparedcasters channel with a fun little live stream. So if you want to come see us be an actual D&D party, come tune in there. Then immediately after this stream, you can find me on Better Than Heroes Dungeon Master interview talk show called The Dungeon. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find that on twitch.tv/Better Than Heroes. And yeah, that's me. I'm going to pass it over to Mara.
Hello, everybody. You can find me, as usual, at College of Lore Dropout on TikTok, but on Twitter, it's just Lore Dropout. And same for Instagram. That's new. I switched it when Snail did Snail5E because I felt left out. That's the story of my life, and I like your hair today.
Oh, so nice, so nice. Thank you, Mara. Jess.
Guys, I'm Jess. You can find me at Seriously on all your favorite social media platforms. You can also find me sitting on approximately 16 Squishmallows at any given time. That's me.
So valid. So valid. Thank you, Jess. Passing it over to Josephine.
Hello, I'm Josephine. I'm at Scary Dog Friend on Twitter and TikTok. I have a website, scarydogfriend.com. If you want to see all the stuff that I've done throughout this year. So you don't have to follow me on Twitter technically, but you should anyway. I'm almost at 1,000 followers. What am I doing? Tonight, I'm going to be also in Girls Run These Worlds, as well as this today. Tomorrow is going to be Going Crit RPG's Reckoning in Dawn Shadow, which is an all-Asian D&D campaign. And lots of stuff to come. I'm tired. Let's go.
Thank you, Josephine. And passing it over to CJ.
I'm CJ, and I apologize for nothing that will happen that has ever happened. And you can find me on Twitter and TikTok, and I don't have an Instagram, at Scholastic Dragon, Scholastic like the book fair, dragon like the mythical creature. If you don't know what the Scholastic book fair is, I can't help you, but go ahead and drop the O on dragon when you search for me. Yeah.
Cool. By CJ's Games.
Oh,
and last but certainly not least, James.
Hi everyone, I'm James. You can find me on TikTok at NiceOneJames. If you throw some underscores in there, you'll probably find me on other platforms. You can also find me in the last 2 episodes of Unprepared Casters Arc 8, because if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. When someone says, hey, do you want to jump into the very end of Game of Thrones even though you have no context? You say yes! Lastly, as you can see, I did get a haircut between episodes, so my power is actually no longer controllable. Watch your back. Thanks.
Thank you, James. Some announcements. Last week we did a charity live stream, and we raised over $1,000 for the National Network of Abortion Funds. So thank you very much. Thank you very much to everybody who came out and watched and supported and donated. We really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be getting those dice sent out very soon. Other announcements. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and TikTok at StarlightTales_. Come join our Discord, subscribe to our YouTube, where we'll be uploading past VODs. Time keeps ticking away, and we're getting so close to the return of Starlight Tales. I mean, of Tales from the Starlight Ocean. So you'll make sure. Wow.
Yep.
I'm having a
You're
day.
doing it. You're doing it.
Words are rough. I had a really good couple intros these past ones, and now it's just all the words are coming out of my mouth at the same time and in the wrong order. You're going to want to make sure that you're caught up before that comes back on August 6th. So be sure to be watching the VODs on YouTube. And I know everyone was really, really sad that we had to postpone the Pirate Kings finale, but expect some announcements about that being rescheduled coming very soon. I think you're going to be excited. Okay, am I forgetting any announcements? Join us next week for Atlas. Okay, well, without further ado, let's pass it to the intro. Welcome back, everybody. Our last episode, things got a little bit hairy. As our players ended up confronting with Mitsuki's patron, some secrets were revealed, and it was a very tense moment that resulted in weapons being drawn, punches being thrown, and an emergency trip to the ethereal plane done by Ellison in order to give everybody some time to just talk it out. We ended our session with everybody still kind of aimlessly floating in the ethereal plane near the ship. I don't think we've returned yet. But that is where we pick up, with everybody kind of in the realm of the ship. What would you all like to do? $1 million question.
Mitsuki has run away to somewhere into the ship.
Cool. Mitsuki quickly floats in a direction.
Are we still etherealized, or did we come out of etherealized?
You are still etherealized. Everyone has to hold hands about it if you want to come back.
Oh shit, I have to come back. Never mind. She's just standing kind of like quietly then.
Wait, no, dude. I don't know. My brain thought that no, never mind. Doesn't matter. I don't care.
We can if
No,
you all
I'd
want to
like-
be unetherealized, we can just say that it happened, and then
Okay,
I'm
cool.
fine with that.
No,
Is everyone fine with that?
I was
Yeah?
like, did we?
Cool. So, yes, everybody is back in their normal bodies and can walk normally, and Mitsuki can run away.
Ben goes to his room.
Okay.
Let's be, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, we have the same room.
You do have the same room.
You'll find that I'm not in the room.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Allison, Andromeda,
Lorelai's
and Alan.
Lorelai's gonna walk out. Hey!
Hey.
Weird energy.
Mm-hmm.
Just like right off the bat. Weird energy.
Yeah.
So a couple pretty big disagreements happened. I don't know what the plan is. Big things were said, some threats were made. Just kind of, I think, waiting for it to simmer a little.
Okay. Waiting for it to simmer here?
I guess so. I mean, half of the team is somewhere on the ship, so probably.
Okay.
I don't mean to overstep. You might want to check on Mitsuki if
Okay.
you feel inclined.
Yeah, no, I can do that.
I'm gonna keep watch out here until we're ready to go back. So
Okay. You get a message in your head.
Me?
Is this bringing anything up for you? Yeah, you. From Lorelai.
I get Andromeda kind of just goes like, and walks off. Just makes a little, fuck am I know face.
Turns to Ellison and Alan. I would just not leave them by themselves, if that's possible.
Andromeda?
Yeah.
Alright.
I
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
A million. 29.
Oof.
Okay. So I rolled a 19, but you did roll a 29. Yeah. You get it definitely coming from a place of like genuine care about Andromeda. It seems like they're just worried that this might like be a little bit a lot for somebody who's been through this before. Okay. Did you see what direction Mitsuki ran off in?
I don't know. He's choosing to light the greenhouse.
Okay. And we'll walk away.
Captain, wait up. I'm gonna.
What?
Can I keep watch with you? Just kind of look at Ellison like.
Sure. Andromeda who's fully watching this encounter because has turned over their shoulder. Sure, if you'd like to. I'm just gonna go sit over here and kind of keep an eye on things.
Okay, I'll come sit with you. Cause then if anything happens, I can run in and get everybody.
Great. You're speaking very. Are you okay? You're speaking like you're uncomfortable.
No? What? Psh.
Okay.
Good, right,
yeah.
Ellison? We're good? Huh?
Uh-huh.
It's fine.
Okay, Alan's gonna sit with you because Lorelai's worried about you. I'm gonna go check on Ben.
Oh.
I'll bring one or more of them back out so we can get this done. Sound good?
Great. Yeah, thank you.
You're so welcome. What's it?
Cool. Joe, tell me, does Lorelai find Mitsuki in the greenhouse?
Lorelai will find the greenhouse, but if Lorelai tries to open the greenhouse door, Mitsuki mechanically has, with ice knife, frozen the greenhouse door shut.
Knock, knock. Hello?
No answer.
Hello?
No answer.
You hear in your head, as Lorelai casts sending, hey, I know you're in there. If you need space, I can give it to you. But know that we're all worried about you. Okay?
Mitsuki, it's just so funny to be like, I know you're in there, and it's just like fucking frost, like ice, just like smoke.
It's like, okay, Elsa, have your moment.
Yeah, literally. Lorelai will get like truly not even a full sentence, probably just like, okay. Just like some acknowledgement, but like needs to be alone.
And then Lorelai will find something to sit on and just like pull out a book and just sit outside. Ellison, you go to find Ben.
Yep.
I think Ben's just in his room, or I don't think Ben's in this room because he wouldn't go to the place in which other people live. He'd probably like go off to be alone. So I think Ben is in the same place that you last found him, down in the gym. Yeah, that's what it's called, a gym, workout room. Just hitting the bag this time with his fists. Even though that like there's some, but you can just see that there's like visible signs of repair on it, like tape from last time. He's put his stuff like far away from him this time. Seeing as if you walk in, you could probably see that it's been thrown across the room, and he's just like hitting the bag.
I think Allison will just watch, and then I assume there's like more than one bag in this room, and just kind of goes over to the other one and just like pushes it and just.
I think he goes for like another minute, and then he just kind of like stops, but he doesn't look at you, and he just kind of like, it's kind of an expectant like, are you going to say something?
I think Allison like thinks about like all the things that he could say, and then just like kind of clicks his fingers, and Maggie comes bounding through the door and does her job, which is comforting you.
Yeah.
You see Maggie walks up to you and kind of looks up at you and then looks at the punching bag and then looks back at you and then looks at the punching bag and then looks back at you.
And kind of like makes eye contact with Maggie because Maggie is not Ellison, and then just kind of says, I think your time might be best used, talking to everybody else.
You don't want to talk?
I've said everything that I needed to say. I got some thinking to do, It's kind of what happens,
Do you want me to say anything?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I bet folks would be feeling pretty sorry as well right now too. So it's we all know sorry ain't gonna be what fixes all this, but I appreciate the gesture.
What it's worth, I don't think you were wrong. Just maybe your message could use a little work. For what it's worth, I don't think she was wrong either.
Yeah, and that's sorry part about conflict, ain't it? Ain't no wrong, just actions that might hurt and things that you can't take back.
I'm good at healing the physical hurt, but not so much the hidden kind. You know what I mean? It's kind of Maggie's deal. So I'm gonna leave her with you, and I'm gonna wait outside and get ready. We can go fix this.
And I feel like Ben doesn't really say anything. But you know he can hear you, but
I think he like moves to like leave the room and then just kind of pauses in the door and is like, "You're a good person, Ben." And then just leaves.
Maggie looks at you and, still maintaining eye contact, moves her nose to like nudge the punching bag, and it's just swings a little bit.
I think Ben just goes, "Go ahead, yeah." And then just
She like starts just like going at it. Is so amused by the fact that it comes back like without anybody needing, and then eventually will move to the other side and push it towards you so that you can be the one to push it back.
Yeah, and then I think that just kind of goes on for some time as a fun distraction.
As long as you will let her, she is a ghost dog. She doesn't get tired.
Neither do I, Maggie, no.
And then Alan and Andromeda, you are sitting on the deck.
Yeah, I think Andromeda has actually like far more lively than they have done anything in the time that you've known her. Kind of like moves to sit up on the railing of the ship and swings around so her feet are hanging off the side, kind of looking out at the planet.
And clamber up aside much less gracefully and like sit, but like their feet only barely just dangle. They like almost hit the floor because their legs are so long.
Yeah, Alan, you're welcome to sit with me if you'd like to, but if you feel like you have to, just I'm okay.
Lorelai has never given me a job before, so I feel like I gotta do it.
That's, I mean, you know, fair enough.
Well, like, if you need alone time, I can go sit like over there.
It's okay. I mean, you can stay. I just, if you wanted to like do other things, I didn't want you to feel like you had to sit here.
The only thing I have to do is read updates on Mitsuki's log, and I feel like that's gonna be sad. So
maybe
I'll
a bit.
put that off. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. How are you holding up?
Well, I'm sad, but I'm okay.
That's fair. So it's okay, you know.
Yeah. How about you? I feel like you never actually talk about how you're feeling.
I am as okay as I think I can be at the moment.
That's nothing. That's not a feeling, though.
I am feeling. I mean, the thing is, I'm conflicted in my feelings, right? Because I'm very frustrated at the way that things happen, and I'm very sad to be feeling like the group is fracturing in the sort of a similar way, and I don't know what the word is for reliving some really terrible things at every minute of every day. But
Sure.
I'm also here, and I'm breathing, and my pain has reduced drastically in the last couple weeks, and yeah, I don't know. I'm here. And that's got to be enough for the minute, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what follow-up questions to ask. That's as far as I've gotten watching Ben and Ellison talk to people.
Okay.
It's just, yeah. Okay.
It's all right. You're good. You've done your due diligence, I think. If Lorelai asks, I'll give you a glowing 5-star review.
Nice.
Yeah.
Both of you go ahead and make me a perception check.
Is it dark enough out here that as a human I've got disadvantage on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also don't have dark vision, so.
Cool.
12.
9.
12 and 9.
Nice.
You are watching this city as it seems to be in almost like a constant state of settling. Like it's deteriorating more and more by the moment, not in a visible way, but in a way where every now and then you notice that there's something missing that was there the last time you looked. And also kind of clambering around this city, you can see the aftermath of like a giant tentacle creature walking around. You don't see the actual tentacle creature itself. There are some instances you would assume where this possible giant tentacle creature walking around is less careful than they are otherwise, and then like trips and hits the ground, and then like, you know, you can see kind of like the pebbles and the like a little bit of the stone on the ground crack as they do so. But yeah, that's what you get.
Do you have any tentacle monster friends?
What? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't really make a lot of friends when I was out here last time, so
Cool. Just wondering.
sorry or you're welcome. I couldn't really tell with what emotion that question was asked. Like hopefully or
I don't know. I've never met anybody who had a tentacle monster friend before, so I don't know if it was like a
Right.
standard thing, or because again, I haven't met very many people, so trying to
Right.
figure out.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's really a standard. I mean, I've never met anyone with except for like, you know, the odd person with like a squid familiar.
Yeah,
I don't know if that really falls into what you're. So
it's cool.
I don't think it's a standard thing usually.
Cool.
You don't, I'm assuming, have a tentacle monster friend.
No, but I kind of wish.
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
that's kind of horrifying, but I support you in your wishes.
I don't know. Maybe if it all works out, I can be friends with Mitsuki's friend too, and then maybe I'll get magic powers too.
Maybe. I think we'll kind of have to see how the next like 24 hours goes.
Sure.
I don't know how much of like a friend making mood they'll be in. But I mean, when we get back, I'm sure if you want magic, the Kalaran Institute can probably teach you that. I know that you don't have a good relationship with them, but I feel like if you want to learn magic, like the hub of all magical knowledge in the galaxy might be able to help. There's also one in Gloomwild. There's a magic school there.
Maybe I'll go there.
Yeah.
Cool. Real quick, I'm sorry. This is probably not the best time to ask. Did you know of me before? Because you're from around the Kalaran Institute. Have you heard that they like had a kid?
Can I like make a check for that now?
Sure.
What do you want me to check? What should I roll for?
Just a look
Like
check. Just to see.
I got a 6.
No, probably not.
No, but I think, you're younger than I am. I think by that point I was probably out doing pirate business.
Just wondering.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm just like, I don't know. Now that I know my parents don't know that I exist, it's like, oh, did they hear that there was a blue Goliath? And like, but like if nobody knows, then it's, you know.
I'm sorry. That must be really difficult for you. Yep. No, you're so true, babe.
Allison sat on like the top step like this, is like, now who's not talking about their feelings? Just like suddenly appears.
Hi. How'd it go?
Terribly.
Great.
Cool.
You hear Lorelai from like across the deck sitting in front of the greenhouse. Yeah, about the same here.
Oh, great.
Great. Okay.
Consistency is key.
Mm-hmm.
Consistently bad is just, predictable.
I guess we'll just all kind of sit here until something that's workable appears.
I can teach you some magic, Alan.
You can?
I've actually no idea. I've never taught anyone magic, but I can try.
I feel like
Yeah.
between the two of us, we could probably at least like a cantrip or something.
I will say today is going consistently bad, so
So maybe
Maybe-
not right
maybe
now.
a tomorrow thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I think Ben eventually comes upstairs, just kind of like goes to the kitchen, but also looks at you all, just kind of like aimlessly lost, and then just goes to the kitchen, and then like goes. back
Leora is very much in there.
to-
Oh, hey, can I get you? Are you looking for something in particular? Or
No, just like something fast, keep me alive.
like a vegetable, or like
Sure.
a snack, or like a fruit.
Either
or like
either one of. I mean, I was thinking of fruit,
nut,
but you've
or
offered
like
a vegetable,
cheese.
and that's not really. That's a fine choice as well.
Let me just whip you up something real quick.
I mean, it could. How quick is real quick?
Just like a couple minutes.
I mean, I'm just, and then like just kind of looks at what is the most like inopportune of fruit.
Oh, there is definitely like a bowl of fruit on like the table, including like, let's see, probably like a kiwi, which is like small.
Okay.
Like a jackfruit, which is like a strange fruit to have. Probably a couple fruits you just straight up don't recognize, and then maybe like, I don't know, like an apple,
Pomegranate.
a pomegranate. I love that.
You know what? I think Ben just kind of like grabs the bowl and it's like, I'm gonna bring this
Oh,
back.
okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
no.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
all right. Bye.
okay.
And then just like turns on a heel and goes back to the basement. Just kind of like looks at everyone that's lost, and then just continues to mind his business by going back downstairs.
Yeah.
Also just watches this guy retreat with a full ass bowl of fruit and is like, that's a new one. As far as coping mechanisms go, that's a new one for me. Like a pineapple sticking out of this bowl. Just
Hey,
fine.
look, just because you're mad doesn't mean you can't eat.
So true,
true.
bestie.
So we are now getting into like rest time, long rest time. So as the hours continue and the day continues, you all grow a little bit sleepy. What's your plan for nighttime?
I do think
Sleeping in the green room.
Sleeping in the gym.
I think as we're sitting out there getting sleepy, I do think Alan kind of dozes off on Andromeda's shoulder without meaning to.
That's so scary because we're seated in the railing. So Andromeda's like trying so hard not to let either of them tip over.
Perfect.
Can I have split watches between like the people who stay on the crew and the three of us to make sure there's always
Sure.
somebody watching over the night?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Check.
I think no, yeah, go. No, you go, Jess. You go.
I think just Allison will walk past the greenhouse and just check, is Lorelai like still standing guard or
Lorelai's fully reading, like not like standing guard, just waiting to see if Mitzi
okay.
comes out. But we'll look up at you and be like, I thought about blasting the door down, but that felt like I was, I don't know, invading someone's privacy.
Yeah.
She's got to eat eventually, right?
I don't know. I've never seen Mitski eat in my life.
We've had full meals together. As was that.
But did you see them eat anything? Yeah.
Yes.
You're not sure, are you?
Now I'm not. I didn't
What's
realize that was something I had to be worried about.
It's like a vigilance thing. You get used to it. What you reading?
Oh, just a book on navigation.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I lied. It's Space Holes. And you watch as they take like the false cover off that like belongs to some sort of textbook, and it's just Space Holes underneath.
See, that's so much more. See, you're like the navigator of the ship, so if you're reading about navigation, that would get me worried. But space holes, that's a different story.
I want people to think I'm smart and capable and good at my job, and I don't know. I thought maybe if you thought I was reading Space Holes, that would be bad, but I also don't like to lie, so.
Right. Well, I think you're very smart and capable for what it's worth. Fully aware that Misky can probably hear everything. You want to read some of that out to me?
I mean, like, only if you, I mean, sure, only if you want to.
I asked, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Okay.
Just like opposite in the corridor. Just
There is no lake at Moon Green Lake. There was once a large lake here, the largest lake in the Castellan Expanse.
how?
Why do you have that?
Oh.
What?
What? Oh.
That was just the most appropriate prop I've ever seen. How was
Why do you have a whole copy of Holes?
Who doesn't have a copy of Holes?
I used to have a copy of Holes. Full transparency, but I got
I
older.
did too. I had to read it in middle school.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lorelai reading just so awkwardly aside. Sleepy nap time. Anybody doing anything particular during their rest?
I would love to do one thing on watch when I'm assuming that like Alan has been put to bed and I can just have like a minute to not be around people. I would like to use the communicator to speak only to Mitski.
Sure.
And I just want to say, hey, you don't have to answer, but you're not the only person with motives out here that aren't just the noble pursuit of science and exploration, and there's nothing wrong with that. I trust you, and we're going to find a way through this. I just wanted to remind you of that in case you're drowning in thoughts of otherwise. So, good night. Yep. That's all. And then I'll go to bed.
You don't get our response.
I figured. It's okay.
Cool. Could everybody please roll me a wisdom saving throw? Who would be sleeping near Andromeda? Alan and Ellison? Yeah, can add the plus. What is it, James? +4?
Yeah. I think. +3.
Right.
Sorry.
I think
That's
Allison's just gonna stay outside the greenhouse with Lorelai.
Sure.
Like
Then
literally make Lorelai read him half the
I
book.
take it back. You don't get to add the bonus.
I'll
So
be-
there.
I would-
Dies.
Is it +3 or +4?
+3.
10. I rolled a 2 on the die.
Oh god.
Oof.
11.
I don't know.
Also a 12.
12.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
17.
17.
Oh, wow.
Alan.
Why do you hate me?
Tonight, you have a really weird dream. You're in this dark void, and there are these other people, and there's some fights to the death. It's very strange. I'm looping it in. I'm looping it into the battle royale. I'm completing the loop. Okay. Jess looks so confused.
It took me a minute.
I got you. Yeah, that's the dream you have this evening. Alan, could you also please make me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage?
Okay. Do you have a +5 to my con save? So that is a 7 + 5 for 12.
Cool. Real quick, could everyone take their headphones off?
Bye. I miss you.
As you wake up from this dream, leaving you feeling more strange than other dreams have in the past, you can really feel just this sense of isolation. There's so much love in your heart for these people, and you don't know if they feel it back. And you gain the following flaw. You weren't enough for them, and you'll never be enough for anyone.
Okay!
And let me know when you're good with that.
Let me write it down. I think as Alan kind of has this thought, Alan is just gonna go up on the deck of the ship and like sleep, like just kind of like out under the stars, but like in front of the steps down, kind of like taking up like a guard dog position.
Yeah. As you wake up, you do notice that the picture frames that used to only hold drawings now also hold photos of you and the crew.
Kind of looks at it, just kind of like touches one of them, and then goes up to take guard dog position.
Cool. Okay. How do we get people's attention? Everybody come back.
I'm here.
Everybody come back. We're waiting
I'm
for
concerned.
Joe come back. Hey Joe, please could you come back? Joe, come back, please. Joe, come back, please. Joe, come back, come back.
It was a beautiful song, Reed.
There you
It's
go.
so good.
I wrote it myself.
What? Holy shit.
No, I know. Yeah, and then everybody wakes up. Andromeda, when you wake up, you do notice that Alan is no longer in the room with you.
Interesting. Do I know with the watch schedule I arranged, was that supposed to happen?
No.
Interesting. Is Allison still here, or am I by myself?
Allison wasn't there. Allison didn't sleep there that night.
Oh my, I'm by myself. Or Lorelai? Was Lorelai in here? Who's in this room?
Lorelai is also not in there.
I think Andromeda wakes up to an empty room for the first time, and she's like, "This is no, I don't like this." Immediately, B lights out on the tab.
Yeah, Mara, what is what does Andromeda see?
As you beeline out to the deck, I think because it's so dark, you don't see Alan like sleeping at the top of the stairs and just like maybe fully trip on Alan.
Oh God! Oh shit!
Hi.
Hi, are you sorry I just kicked you and also
It's okay.
might have maybe bumped you with Star Striker. Are you okay? Why are you sleeping on the stairs? That's like the one place you shouldn't sleep in the dark.
Well, 'cause I just wanted to I'm feeling like I should do a little bit more, with everything going on, so I just decided I'd sleep up here, so if anybody tried to get past me down to like hurt you, well, they'd trip into me like you did.
Oh, okay. That's very vigilant and kind of you. Please don't feel like you have to risk your bodily injury by sleeping on the stairs in the dark. We'll be okay.
Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm so good. Just trying to I don't know, help out, I guess.
You do a lot of helping during the day. You deserve to rest at night.
I'm resting here. See, I'm sleeping.
Okay, maybe
Here I am.
if you like are really dead set on sleeping on the stairs, maybe at least like move up a couple so you're in one of the ones that's like a little well lit. I don't want you to get hurt, and I also don't want anyone to trip and fall to their death on the stairs in the dark.
Right, but if it's an intruder,
right,
then
I think if it's
okay
an
for them to
intruder,
trip and fall to the death.
I think you can take care of them, and we can take care of them, even if they don't trip on the stairs and fall to their death.
Okay. And kind of like moves up to like the platform area.
Okay. Good. Rest well. I'm gonna go out on the deck.
Okay. If you need me, come wake me up.
Okay,
Please.
but
I'm here to help.
you rest. You've not that you have to earn rest, but if you did, then you would have. So
Right, but if you need me, come and wake me up.
I will.
Good night. Just kind of lays back down on the cold floor.
Hi. Andromeda walks away, and as soon as like fully out of earshot, just goes, "Oh my god, this entire crew is falling apart." Keeps going.
Speaking of falling apart, Ellison, could you
Uh-huh.
please roll me a D12 and a D20?
So
Let
unnecessary.
him be free.
Here comes the point in our daily schedule program where I remember what the fuck is a D12. This one. That's a 2.
2 and a D12.
And
Great
a
day. Physical
Oh,
that is. And would you get on the
great.
D20?
a 3.
Okay. Good for the D20. Yeah. You're feeling great. You're gonna go ahead and gain 2 D10 hit points, and your hit point maximum is gonna increase by the same amount. It's just a good day. I don't know if it was space holes. It's probably space holes.
It
but you're
definitely
feeling
was,
good.
actually. Oh, well, that's a 1. And a 9, so 10.
Okay. That's a
good.
happy medium. Yeah.
Alright. Ellison, stop dying today.
Mm-mm.
God, knock on wood right now.
All right, people. Day is
yeah.
yours.
Is the greenhouse door still frozen when Ellison wakes up?
Yeah.
It's a lot of. Is that like concentration or like?
It's just repeatedly casting it over and over again to freeze it.
So how cold is it in there? The world may never know.
As you both stand there studying the door, Lorelai will turn to you and go, I mean, like, we could blast it if we wanted to. Like, they haven't eaten. She isn't. We could blast it. I don't think anybody would be mad at us for blasting it. I don't think that the person inside of that room could ever possibly be mad at us for blasting it. In fact, I think blasting it is the noble and right thing to do in this situation. When you're worried about someone, you should probably blast the door, because if you don't blast the door, then how are you going to know that they're alive? And if you don't know that they're alive, then how are you going to...
Hey, Lorelai.
Mhm.
I don't know if you realized, their greenhouse is made of glass. So
Uh-huh.
maybe we don't blast it. Do you think? This is just my. If you want to veto that, feel free. I'ma stand way over there though. But it's just Mitsuki's inside, so I know Mitsuki. How good are you with broken glass? Are you like I don't know, scale of 1 to 10. Three knocks for yeah, I don't mind being cut up to ribbons. 1 knock for Allison, you can just melt the door frame anytime you want, because fire seems to be your thing. It's like a fire and ice thing we got going on, you know?
It just seems to get colder in the hallway.
Okay. Well, I think that's your answer, Lorelai.
What is the? I don't know what that means.
I just like put like a little hand on Lorelai's shoulder and just like lead them down the hallway. Yeah. Really good effort, and I'm sure she really, really appreciates it. But she'll come out when she's ready, you know? Why don't you come get breakfast with me? How's that?
Okay.
And just like gets Maggie to like lay outside the door.
Cute.
I'll go make breakfast, I guess, for everyone.
Sure. Yeah. You and Lorelai and Leora will go make breakfast. Leora appreciates your help. Lorelai, not very helpful, but just kind of stands there and does a really good job at like holding things. Just like so good at holding things.
Great.
Yeah. What else are people up to?
I think Ben this time is going to enter into the kitchen, having slept away. Any thoughts? Just no thoughts. Brings back like the jackfruit because I think he doesn't know how to open it, or the other fruits that he doesn't know how to open, and like puts them back on the table, and then like looks at everyone cooking, says nothing, and this time is going to go for the bowl of vegetables.
Oh no! Wait, no! I need those. No, wait.
And then puts it down, then takes the bowl of fruit again, and this time takes a knife and leaves the scene.
Okay. Jackfruit's a lot better if you cook it. That's okay. Bye, Ben.
As he just pauses what he's doing and looks like just with the utmost fascination as you do this, and then leave again.
I think Alan is waiting in the weight exercise gym when you get back with your fruit. Hi.
This was a trial that I had not
You never suspect the child.
I think Ben just kind of Ben, you can see that Ben like is wearing the same clothes from yesterday and has like fruit stains on his shirt.
His hands are a little bit stained.
His hands are a little sticky. Not wearing his hat, just kind of like isn't wearing armor, kind of like unbuttoned the shirt, rolled up the pants. You can see that it's like, you can see the bedroll is in the corner where his stuff was thrown, and he's just like, Round 2. Okay, alright, what's up, Alan?
How are you feeling today?
Great. How are you feeling, buddy?
Yeah. I'm sorry again that I punched you twice in a row.
I feel like you are going to be holding on to that a lot more than I ever will. So I will tell you, you are fine. I have been punched numerous times.
Yeah, but I still feel bad about it, and I'm sorry. And I know you probably want to be alone, kind of like looks at the bedroll and the fruit. But if you want to do a puzzle later, let me know. I'm going to be kind of patrolling around the deck today, but if you want to do a puzzle break, let me know.
I will let you know. And for the sake of all of this, did you come down here with a purpose, with a goal?
say hi and sorry. And also say hi to my punching bag that I brought from home. Kind of like taps the one Ellen carried on the first day of the journey. How you doing, buddy? All right. Well, if you're good. Hey, Ben.
Still just kind of staring at you holding the fruit. Yeah.
If you were a fruit, what kind of fruit would you be?
A jackfruit, because it's tough to get open. Next question.
Oh, that was the only one I got, but a good answer.
Alrighty.
Okay. Bye.
And eventually even Ben goes, that greenhouse open yet?
I haven't checked, but I haven't seen Minsky, so I'm gonna assume no.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Do you need me to bring you in like a change of clothes or like a wet wipe?
No, I don't know why you would ever assume I'd need a wet wipe. I'm clean, fresh, like a newborn child.
A little bit of peach fuzz. Like literal fuzz from a peach.
Yeah.
I don't think newborn children are clean, though, is the thing. I think they're also
children
sticky.
After being washed off.
Okay, sure. Yeah, it sounds good, buddy. I was gonna leave and then just like leave outside the gym door, like a little thing of water and like a washcloth.
Ben kind of notices that, and like when you leave, takes it, and then kind of washes their body and says, "All right, that's 2 out of 3. Let's see how this goes." And then goes to continue to fight with the jackfruit.
Just make me I don't know. What type of check do we want to make to open this jackfruit?
Survival.
I love that.
That's my thing.
That's very Ben.
Oh, but I rolled low. That's not low. A 16.
A 16. You're able to wedge that knife in there and crack it open, but then you're met with like just like this yellow, like stringy fruit. Kind of strange.
It's like, what is this? There's nothing jack about this fruit.
Bum. That's
Just
Ben.
Bites it.
Oh boy. Make me, not because it's poisoned or anything, but biting into a weird fruit you've never had before. Roll a constitution check about it.
I'm good at that too. Oh yeah, that's high. It's like a 20-something.
Oh, this is good. This is really good.
So, maybe this fruit is jacked.
Incredible. Thank you, Ben. Andromeda, Mitski, Ellison. Yes, Ellison.
Can I go find Andromeda with a plate of breakfast?
Sure.
It's specifically
she's, meandering
arranged
around on the deck.
Okay, I'll find you and just wordlessly hand you a plate where the breakfast is arranged in a very deranged smiley face.
Wow. Thank you for this.
Thanks. It's been a long time.
I can tell. Really a lot of craftsmanship went into this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't often bring out my artistic side, but when I do, oh boy.
Yeah, I'm floored. I think actually if you show this to both Ben and Mitski, it will fix everything.
That was you were kind of like my guinea pig on that one, so I'm glad you think so.
Right. Yeah, I feel like I should be very clear. I was being sarcastic, but the intent behind this is very, very kind. So
I didn't pick up on that at all, but thank you.
See, the thing is, you're so deadpan that I can never really tell if you're also being sarcastic or I'm gonna eat this, actually. Thanks. Any progress? Kind of leans against the mast, starts eating it. Anything?
Oh, with that stuff?
Yeah, the rest of them.
Well, I narrowly avoided the entire greenhouse exploding into 1 million shards of glass. So actually, I think I did pretty good in terms of damage control.
Thank you for that.
You're so welcome. But no progress. But took me like long fucking time to I'm not gonna finish that sentence. You're having a hard time, right?
Yeah. I think if no progress is made by tonight, we're gonna have a little meeting about how we want to carry on, because we probably can't dock in this planet safely forever. But I also don't want to deny Mitsuki the chance of getting, a resolution. So
Yeah, me too.
yeah. Hey, if you bump into Alan today, will you kind of just try and give them be extra nice? I found them sleeping on the stairs so that if anyone broke in, she could catch them, and it just sort of had weird energy, and I'm a little worried, but there's so much happening that I actually have so much to be worried about, and I can't really juggle it all, and you seem to be the only other person on this ship who's remotely holding it together, which is kind of terrifying that it's you and I. So, if you see them, if you could just kind of, tell them they're doing a good job or something, that would be great.
Sure.
Thanks. This isn't bad, by the way. Pretty good.
Thanks. I'm actually a very good cook.
I'm realizing. Yeah.
3 out of 5, huh?
What?
Like 3 out of 5?
No, James' brain just did not process any of the words that came out of your mouth. I'm so sorry.
3 out of 5 people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You and I, Andy, holding the ship together.
You and me. What could go wrong with that? Nothing, probably.
Well, you're certainly up to something, and I'm definitely up to something, so.
I've never been up to anything. Not once, so.
I can tell when people are lying, right?
I am not up to anything. I'm just here, adjusting the rigging, even though we're not going to be sailing for several hours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good with...
Feelings.
I'm, good with people, but not good with, the therapy part of being good with people. And I don't know how to fix this, specifically when I was told very clearly in no uncertain terms yesterday that I am not trusted, so... Mitsuki didn't answer my message, and I don't think Ben trusts me, so I don't really know how to help anymore, except kind of sitting here staring out at the planet in case anything big and tentacled comes to kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. If you're good with people, I'm the biggest people person on the ship. That's all I'll say.
I'm not bad with people. I'm not good with... It's like you said, I'm not good with feelings. I'm good with people. I've helped a lot of people over my years, I'll have you know.
Right, pirate.
Yeah. Also, I wasn't always this fucked up, so...
Believe it.
Thank
You seem to be doing better on the leg.
Yeah. Actually, no. I think maybe it's just finally healing after a year. I feel great. Where does that sound? I don't even think I'm really limping anymore, so...
Can I do an insight check on does Ellison think that that's what's going on? Or a medicine check?
If there are, so I would say medicine check if you're looking at the leg. Insight check if you're trying to get something from Andromeda's words or expression.
I don't want to fucking bend down and start examining Andromeda's leg, but
still, you've got enough experience that you can kind of eye it.
Fine, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, go ahead and do medicine.
Cool. Oh, I forgot how good I am at the medicine. 21.
Nice. Is completely healed. They're standing on it with equal weight. They've never done that before the entire time that you've been on the ship with her.
Congrats, it's a miracle.
Thanks. Maybe, I don't know, the injury happened out here. Maybe that zone was like, oh, sorry. Just kind of fixed it. I try not to look a gift horse in the mouth, so.
Okay, well. That's good.
You're making a face. You know, I can also tell when people are lying. I'm quite good at people. I'm very insightful. So.
Okay.
Are you worried? There's so many things to worry about on the ship. I should be the last on your list.
You're up there. No offense.
You could probably bump it down a little.
I'm not going to. You'd like just magically healed itself, and that's it's not fucking right.
I mean, it magically injured itself, so why shouldn't it magically heal itself?
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, if you need me, I'm probably gonna be just, I don't know, adjusting ropes awkwardly all day and staring out.
Person. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like I could keep sending Mitsuki messages, but at what point does it become less nice and more just annoying? And I don't want to annoy her further into the room, so I'll just kind of...
Well, my next plan of action was to, find one of the old, playbooks she has in her office and just start performing it as, a solo monologue and just...
Oh, I think that's very powerful.
Do it badly enough that she breaks out to stop me.
So you could start getting the lines, slightly wrong so that she has, a compulsive need to...
I won't need to try. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You can't read? You have it in front of you? I think you have to try, probably, to... If you're reading it,
Okay, good talk.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for breakfast.
You're so welcome.
Why does that feel like the most awkward interaction yet?
I am actually Limshell.
I know it.
Poignant.
Ben will kind of seeing that just for I guess the third time in 2 days kind of come upstairs and just see that nothing is going on.
The vibes are so weird.
Yeah,
the vibes are so weird.
Just look, it kind of comes upstairs. I thought these people were good at acting like everything is fine. I'm gonna go find Alan.
Sure.
What are you doing, Alan?
I feel like Alan is working up the nerve to go down to the greenhouse. So it's just kind of standing down the hallway and then turning to go the other way and then standing and looking at the greenhouse and then go trying to amp themselves up to go look.
I think Ben watches this for at least 5 minutes. Are they gonna do it? And then kind of after 5 minutes, it's hey, Alan, hey, buddy.
Hi.
And you can see Ben's a little bit more cleaner. Use the washcloth, and it's what are you doing?
I was gonna go say hi to Mitsuki, but I'm nervous about it. But I'm gonna do it.
Oh yeah, go on.
Probably.
Yeah, no, go ahead, try. I'm gonna watch you do it. Well, not when you get in there, but I felt the chill of that door. So
Okay.
Maybe you'll be the one.
Okay. Alan's just gonna sit outside the door and recount the entirety of their weird dream to Mitsuki. So there was this weird guy with a bunch of tattoos and a stupid accent, and he shot a bunch of people, and then there was another guy who was a king, and he was wild, and then there was a talking robot, and we all were doing different magic at the time, and all this weird stuff was going on, and just recounting it, and then gets up and yep, so that was my dream. Okay, I love you, goodbye, and then turns and gives Ben the thumbs up and runs down the hallway.
Okay. I think Ben's gonna go to the kitchen, not for the same reasons this time, I promise.
Sure.
And Ben is gonna just Oh, CJ forgot the name of the person in this kitchen. Hold on.
Leora.
Damn it. I
Leora,
was
the
gonna
fire
get there.
gymnast. Sorry.
Leora. No, yeah.
I didn't want a Sophie Olivia fuck
Sophia.
situation.
I disagree. That's power. No. Ben just kind of like officially puts the bowl down and doesn't go to pick anything back up and just kind of looks at Leora and goes, so what's the 411 on the door situation?
The greenhouse door situation?
The greenhouse door situation. You know.
I think from what I've overheard, there's been some discussion as to whether or not just busting it down or melting it would be either like a positive thing for group morale or a bad thing because Mitsuki clearly needs her space and we're trying to give that to her. But also I haven't seen her stop by the kitchen, and I know that the greenhouse is like plants, but some of them aren't edible in that state, and so I'm just like a little concerned.
I mean, both of those ideas are awful because if you bust down the door, it's glass, and if you melt it, carbon monoxide and whatnot, it'd explode.
You see, this is why I'm really glad that you're here.
Thank you. I don't know. I feel like we don't take a look at folks like you too often, but y'all see everything. What's your read on all this?
Have you tried talking to her yet?
Who? Andromeda?
Mitsuki?
No. Why would I talk to?
I don't know the full extent of the situation because, I wasn't there, but I know that when I was younger and my siblings used to get caught for, taking a cookie at dinner time when they weren't supposed to, or using something of our parents without asking, they would feel so guilty that they would hide. They would lock themselves in their room until they felt like it was acceptable for them to come out. I think part of it is punishing themselves.
So you're telling me that the grown genius woman is locking themselves in the greenhouse as a form of guilt?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just the chef. I'm not the therapist. But
no, yeah, that's like me and Ellison split that job.
Yeah, I know, but
Mostly
I don't
me.
know. Maybe it doesn't hurt to try. Unless, she throws a knife made of ice at you, then it would hurt to try.
Has everyone else tried?
I think so.
I'm gonna go do some research before I do that. And then, yeah.
Okay. Did you like the jackfruit?
Yeah, Ben kind of starts like, yeah, it was actually a lot better than I expected it to be once I got it open.
Okay, I'm going to slow cook one tonight with barbecue sauce. You're gonna love it.
Oh, all right.
It's like a meat substitute. No, I really think you're really gonna enjoy it.
I'm gonna let you. You're the cook, and I'm not, so I'm gonna believe you.
I can hear the trepidation in your voice.
I think
you're really gonna like it.
No, not trepidation, just
I do.
Unsureness and fear.
No need to be afraid of me.
Yeah. And I think Ben is gonna actively. Actually, I think Ben's gonna find Ellison this time.
Sure.
And just kind of walking in, maybe having washed a lot more.
I'm outside the greenhouse door.
Yeah, that was easy. Ben's like, were you around when Alan was doing the whole?
Hold on. How wonderful is death? Death and his brother sleep. What? Sorry, I'm just one pale as yonder waning moon, with lips of lurid blue. The other rosy as the morn.
Ben
Just
has no idea what's going on here.
rags
let you
on
keep-
is just.
I'm gonna let you keep
is-
doing that. I'm gonna go find Alan instead.
No, you can
Uh,
stay. I'd love an audience. When throned on the ocean's wave, it blushes o'er the moon. No, not the moon. The world. See, I'm fucking it up already.
Are you?
Hmm?
Is that the play that Mitski was starring, or?
I don't know. I just found it, and it doesn't make very much sense to me. I just could really use some philosophical analysis of the text.
Ben just kind of grabs it slowly and just kind of looks at it. Joe, is this the play that Mitski stars in or not? It is, yeah. Ben just kind of yeah, this is a play that Mitski was on. Head. I don't know. Lead actress. There we go. Lead actress for them a couple of years back.
Oh wow, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Do you think
saw
he's when the writer said lurid blue? Do you think that means the speaker is sad?
Might just be talking about Mitski. Let's be real.
Oh.
It's Can I take you away from this? Or are you gonna act all day?
What you need, Ben?
Just want to get your thoughts on everything, and I guess Mitski too. So says Leora.
Sure. Do you want to go for a walk?
Sure.
Okay. He folds the book, leaves it outside the door.
And I don't know where we walk to, but wherever it is, Ben just kind of waits a few moments and so I've been told that I should attempt to talk to Mitski, and you were like the second smartest person I think here, So I figured I'd ask you what you thought about that. If you're wondering who the first is, it's me. Big Brain
Right.
Ben. That's what they call me.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, it's.
I'm
Can
trying
Can I make an insight check on Mitski to get a gauge on how would Mitski react if Ben was to try and approach?
Sure, yeah.
Because I can make up what I think, but I don't know. What are numbers? 23.
I roll something.
Yeah, roll deception.
Okay. That's a 23.
Cool. So I would say it's hard to tell.
What did Elsa get?
23.
23.
Oh.
Could go either way.
Unbreakable sword meets the shield or whatever. I don't know. I didn't read it.
Unstoppable force. Movable object. Sorry, you're asking my opinion on the result of you talking to me.
I mean, I guess.
Are you planning on apologizing, or are you planning
absolutely
on?
not. For what?
Yeah.
No. As I said to you, I said everything I needed to say. I don't blame Mitski one bit.
Okay.
I only know how I feel, Allison. What is your thoughts on all this? I mean, you said sorry, but that doesn't necessarily explain the whole thing. I mean, I can be right, but that don't make everybody automatically feel comfortable, you know?
I think the closer a group of people tend to get, the bigger the fallout is when they fracture. And I think this is an inevitable part of becoming a functioning group.
Mm.
Teams don't really work unless they've been broken apart a few times over. It's like each time they come back together, they get a little bit stronger. I think you and Mitsuki both had your reasons for the choices you made. As I said before, they're both very typically your character. But feelings were hurt in the process. So I know, Ben, maybe you do have something to apologize for. And maybe you deserve an apology. That's why I said sorry earlier.
Wise words. Wise words from a slow-cooked man. Thanks. And I think Ben, just kind of like, having been the initiator of the conversation, initiates the end of it and walks off with the purpose.
Cool. At the ending of this conversation, everybody's watches go beep 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 beep, indicating that it's been 24 hours since you first stepped foot on the planet.
Nice. And I think Jess is still doing the research. Ben is going to go to Alan this time. I don't remember if I said that's what I was initially doing, but neither do I. It doesn't matter. Where's Alan?
I feel like Alan is just walking laps around the outside of the ship, keeping watch.
Like, okay, outside. Yeah. Ben just kind of like does the look around. It's like, all right, not in the kitchen, not in the workout room, not in the room. Then kind of like goes outside and is like, hey, bud.
Hi.
You wanna mind if I walk with you?
That's fine. Keeping a lookout.
I have a sinking suspicion that I don't think we got anything to worry about.
I mean, I don't know if we do, but I want to, pull my weight around here and do a good job. But so I'm gonna keep an eye out. But I hope you're right.
Yeah. I mean, I think you do a good enough job here. I just wanted to, I guess, check in with you in particular.
Yeah.
I am. No, I'm not. If I have hurt you in the past 24 hours, I am sorry.
It's okay. Thank you. I'm realizing that, I always dreamed about like what it would be like to have like a family, and sometimes that comes with complications. So I'm excited that we're actually acting kind of like one, even the messy parts, I think.
Yeah, I guess we would be.
Yeah.
Alan, I'm gonna divulge something to you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's a lead-in. I was talking with Ellison, and Ellison said that, the closer people are, the harder they fall, and that just as long as people, want to make things work, things will work. And
Right.
I realized that I don't think I want to be here no more.
Like you're leaving?
Well, I mean, no, but there is the grim reality that, me being here wouldn't feel good in my soul, and, leaving would basically be a death sentence. So, what do?
Well,
And I don't know. It's just, and I think Ben maybe stops like at that point and just kind of like leans on the ship and is like, I want to tell you, because I feel most comfortable with you. First friend, first person feel like family on here, first person I trust. But the reality is, after all this, how do you continue on with a team that might not want to live as badly as you do?
I'm not good at the advice part of things, but having been trapped in a place I could not escape doing things I didn't like doing super much all the time, I think, like, there's the old saying, like, stick with the devil you know, but sometimes it's fun to try new things, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I guess I'm saying do what's gonna be best for you, and if that means you go, you better make room to hire me, because I'm gonna be coming and working there. I'll probably have to do like a seasonal shift thing, because I want to go like see Mitsuki sometimes too. So like,
Yeah, of course.
I'll spend like half the year working at your thing, and then like half the year.
Man,
I haven't
like,
asked Mitsuki, so like maybe not, but but I do really love you, and I'm happy that you are here, and I want you to be happy all the time.
I think Ben just kind of like wordlessly hugs you and just says, man, you're speed running divorced parents trauma, huh? Just says, no worries, kid. I don't plan on this being the last time I ever see you,
Good.
And just kind of like this life or the next, and then just kind of like looks away, like really quickly, not making eye contact. And then I guess that's where I guess he'll say, I'll try to talk to Mitski later tonight.
If you need help with anything, let me know.
Nah, it's fine. Ain't my first time talking to a woman that I made viscerally upset.
Okay.
We ain't got time for all that.
Okay. Well, have a good time. Good luck. I think you're gonna do fine if you just be nice. You can do it.
I'll
make the face, you can
try. Okay.
Yeah, just be like, oh, Mitsuki, my friend, I apologize. I don't know how that part works actually. But I think if you're nice, it'll be okay.
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 All right. And Ben's gonna like go into his room for some time and I guess write, journal, log, who knows.
Cool. Joe.
Hey, Ben. You're gonna get a sending message. And it'll be Mitsuki's voice in your mind. And she says, something along the lines of like, doors open.
What does she do? How does she do that? Fucking hate magic. Can Ben respond to sending?
Yes.
You have
yes.
25 words.
Yeah. I'll be there relatively soon. I haven't showered in 36 hours. And I'm writing. Thanks. And, I guess like two hours in, I don't know, showers plus noveling. It takes time, and eventually Ben just kind of like... I don't know why I imagine it's a sliding door, but I feel like that's not correct.
It can be. It is now.
It's fantasy. We got sliding doors.
You'll find that the ice is definitely like melted a little bit.
Oh,
like
okay.
you would be able to open it without breaking
Yeah,
anything.
just really slowly, because Ben's like, I'm about to get killed. Just kind of puts a head in.
You don't... Let me check one thing super quick. Do. You don't see anything immediately. You don't see her immediately. The greenhouse is effectively all of the plants are frozen. And with the lack of continuing any ice spell, it's like starting to like perspire, like condense the ice. It's starting to like sweat. Especially where your hand opens the door. But it looks like that there is a center to where all the ice sort of starts, and it's like in the middle of the room. And you'll as soon as... Do you like walk in?
Yeah, Ben kind of like looks, sees this, is like not confused, but it's like, what the fuck? And then just kind of goes in.
You hear her say, not in your mind. She says out loud, although you still can't see her. Can you close the door?
Yeah. And then just kind of like closes the door. Is it like a dark thing?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then just kind of like closes the door.
As soon as the door closes, the tiny hut dissipates and comes back to a little small bead in Mitsuki's hand, and she's just like sitting on the floor. Still looks beautiful, like looks fairly like not disheveled or anything like that. But her like eyes and cheeks are puffy, and the like it's like blue blush that she has, just like naturally, and she, with plant growth, is going to create a spot in front of her where it's like it's grass that you can sit on, basically.
This is, I thought I was going to be prepared. I don't think anything would prepare me for the last two things I just saw. And then Ben just kind of like walks over and sits down on the grass. Hello, Mitsuki. I would ask
Are you
how
constipated?
No, I just see my first instinct when I talk to people, like when I know they're like, somewhere between good and bad, is like, how are you? But like I can very clearly see you are not doing well, because you haven't eaten in 36 hours and everyone's worried, and family trauma.
Think you can maybe tell how much I actually hate the question, how are you? Especially if it's loaded.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't gonna ask. Yeah. Sup? Actually, I'm gonna keep talking. I am. I think you would be able to understand that I am not necessarily sorry for what I did, but that is not out of an inconsideration of your well-being. Because, like I said before, I can't really blame you for all this.
No, I agree. I don't need you to speak any certain way. I think, in fact, it'd be a lot easier if you just talked the way you usually do.
Yeah. I mean, I was pretty confused when they were reciting your play. So if you want to talk about anything but that, I'm here for you, or I'm listening, I should say.
Allison should never be an actor.
No, I wholeheartedly agree. It was, the diction was off. It was real bad. It was like you are reading this as if you have never read a day before in your life, and I get it. Plays are hard. Just it's fine. Yeah. And you can kind of see Ben's shoulders just kind of like relax a bit, and it's like, so what is all this? It's functionally the death of the things that I'm assuming you've been growing for some time, and isolation. What's it all for?
I'm being a fucking brat. I'm I mean, I don't need to explain too much more than what I said. I Also, I when I was young, after my parents died, I did not act out very much. I was still a pretty good girl. And then once you hit a certain age, you're given a modicum of freedom and confidence. Then you go kind of crazy. And to a degree, you become a bully. You act out. You break the things that you liked before and decide to not remodel yourself or anything like that, but I have a magic I was born with, including my family, where ice can come forcefully through my own body's endurance from a natural sigil that my family has. And although Sirmians do love warmth, it's always cold on Sirmia. I don't know. Maybe I didn't think that I deserved to feel warmth. Maybe being surrounded by ice was something that I needed. I'm rambling. I don't know what specifically either of us are trying to convey in this moment, but
And I guess that's the difficult part, ain't it? I guess this is that part where I say something impactful to me and maybe you say something, or you explain or I explain how we felt about my threats of violence towards you. Where's your head at with that?
Before, I wanted you to shoot me so that I could teach you a lesson. So that your bolts would ricochet off of the natural defenses that I have. But, I mean, as you can see, I don't have my night sky robe anymore. I don't know if you ever knew what that did, but it's the reason I didn't have to wear armor. It was pretty nice.
Wow. Magic's wild.
And
after that?
My talisman. My locket, rather. And I feel like there's, she really only, pointed it out during her own, in just, her own private scenes, but she has a locket that's, a three-faced, pearled sort of choker. She still has it on, and she just kind of, grazes her fingers against it, and says, this is the last remnants of what I have left, any semblance of the Hiden name. My only asset, really. It would have pushed you away from me, and then I would have had reason to engage in combat with you at full force. However, I haven't needed to use my family's magic at all because of my patron giving me the powers of the cold of space. And she's gonna take the locket off and then present it to you. And you can see that you can open. There's like compartments within the locket, so you can open each.
Yeah, Ben just kind of does that.
Which out of the three, where do you start?
Face one. What's behind
Face
door
one.
number 1?
You see a couple, an Ice Genasi couple, that, the woman has Mitsuki's hair, just like long, glittering, and the dad has Mitsuki's like shoulders and nose, and it's pretty clear that these are her parents.
Yeah.
They're young, like definitely. Maybe not even when she was born yet is this sort of picture. The face in the center is an 8-year-old Mitsuki. Like blunt bangs and just like a very goofy little like girly smile. Maybe like she like doesn't have a front tooth or something. And the third one is the portrait of a lone woman, an Ice Genasi, with very like tightly like wound up hair, like in an updo, and like in a very like conservative, like fully covering clothing. And it's a woman that you don't know. Looks like Mitsuki, looks like her parents. Looks like her mom, actually, but like is clearly maybe another relative. How good are you at detecting magic?
Not that good. I got a little bit, but that comes from a lot of practice. Why?
If you did any sort of meditating or practice on it, you would find that that has no magic anymore.
Does that mean Shard Keeper?
Yeah.
You said was that the last family you had, right? Something like that.
So effectively. And she takes a second to sort of finish her sentence, but after maybe a couple more seconds, I have no one anymore.
Been there. So, is that why you kind of do the isolation? The outer representation for the inner? Because I know when I lost everyone, I stayed in my room for about a month straight. Eating sometimes, but just enough.
Sometimes. I don't want to get too much into how feeling fed also feels like I need to have a reason to feel that way. But I couldn't tell you why at this moment that I feel like being so alone when, I don't know, maybe it's shame. It's certainly guilt.
I was right. I have to let him know. I mean, yeah. That guilt of inactivity is one that'll eat you up inside if you let it. You know, so what could I have done? Maybe I should have done that. What if it was like this? It'll drive you into a darkness so deep, you won't know what to do with yourself if you let it.
I think suddenly you're gonna notice that she seems a little like restless and fidgety now. Ben.
Yeah, you could see like Ben was probably like a little bit lost in thought until you said something. Yeah, and then looks at you with like genuine, just sad eyes.
How do you endure losing everything despite having so much you've gained around you at the same time?
I think Ben just kind of like sits, well, we're already sitting, but sits on that metaphorically for about a few seconds, and he says, you cling desperately to one thing. Maybe that thing might be spite. I know it was for me. Or you go all of the way until you realize that you don't quite want it to end. I've done both. Can't really give a review for either, but once I lost everyone, the one thing that I could, I guess, project onto was the idea that if I killed my dad, then I would magically feel better. That, you know, he did it, so he's to blame. But that line of thinking can only get you so far. And eventually you think of the little things before that you could have done to change it. And then it racks up, and you eventually realize that there's nothing you could have done to change it. That solemn inevitability is something that I find brings me comfort. Because I know that once it's all said and done, I have myself. So I keep going.
What if you don't want inevitability? What if it's just never gonna be said and done? What if you just still live and nothing changes? And you're where we're at right now. And you've just made the worst mistake you've ever made.
And I think that Ben just kind of like lets that question permeate the silence. And he kind of just like opens up his hand before like talking in the hopes that you'll take it.
You take it. It's so cold.
The two things that I realize after all of this that are a lie are never and always. Nothing lasts forever, and that's the truth. You might not feel solace in it, but the mistake you make today won't always define you. And I think that as someone that is living proof to losing everything, eventually something will come along and be the change. And I think he like kind of starts crying, and he kind of looks at you and says, you say you ain't got no family left, but Alan's right out there. I think the change for you already started happening before the old doors closed.
She looks a little conflicted by that, but she sort of surges back on, wanting to have her questions answered. Even so, I don't want change anymore. It's not even that I want things to stay exactly the same either. I just want for things to feel good and stay the same for however long. And gods be fucking damned and all sorts of space fucking creatures. Nothing is that easy. And that's the way that the world chaotically works, and I endured that and understood that. And at the end of the day, there's still no... It makes no sense why I'm still here.
I think there's a misconception about existence. It's not really something we choose. A lot of folks look at other people and say, oh, you've clearly found your reason for being alive. You have it all. But that's really not the truth. I know it sounds cheesy, but we make our reasons for being alive, and sometimes, well, actually, you don't even have to make it. You could die tomorrow and it'd be over. And there ain't no shame in that, believe me. Or you can make the choice to wake up and live. And I think that's the inevitability that I truly take solace in.
And with this comment, kind of hanging in the air. We fade from the two of them sitting in the greenhouse back over to the deck of the ship. Anybody who is not in a room right now, you watch as from the center point of this planet, you can see this large tentacled creature that you have seen before start to rise from the planet. This like big red beacon under it seems to be pulling it down in the direction of the planet as this creature is just letting out this giant roar that anybody can hear, anyone in the vicinity, everyone on the ship can hear. It seems like there's two forces in struggle for control. And eventually that red light dims, the creature gives in and floats back to the ground. And with that, we are going to take our break. We'll be back in like 10-ish minutes. Don't change that Twitch channel. We'll be right back. See you in a bit. And we're back. Let's go back into it.
Yeah, what the fuck was all that about?
So who is on the deck right now? Okay, so this is what you've just seen.
That's probably not good.
I feel like we should probably get Mitski, like, for real seriously now.
Here, I'll through the little communicator thing to everybody on the ship. I'll just go, hey, heads up. Looks like trouble in the city. I don't know if that's incoming,
River
but...
City.
Well, sure, I'm a billiards player, always mighty proud to say. We can't do this on stream.
Oh no.
Yep.
How far away is this? Like, generally, I mean, we're gonna come out and look, but like, distance-wise.
Seems to be approximately in like the area where you went to go talk to Sunder.
Oh, didn't we have to fly over there?
Indeed, you did.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, now
Did
that CJ has
I feel anything? in that moment, or did I hear?
Make me an
was that
insight check
distinguishable?
on yourself.
Okay,
Ooh.
19 on the die, plus 3, so 23. 22.
In any other situation before yesterday, with an emotion that powerful coming from somebody that you're so intrinsically connected to, you would have felt something. But you feel no connection between you and this creature at all.
I look kind of a bit confused, just like obviously crying at Ben, and I'm just like, should we go?
Yeah, let's go. And Ben just kind of like gets up off the grass and kind of puts a hand out like to help
Yeah,
you up.
Takes your hand, stands up.
And we go to the deck, and it's like, hey, yo, what's going on?
You see Ben and Mitsuki walking together, hand dropped, hands still holding.
Still holding.
Probably
hands
still holding.
Holding, walking on the deck.
Can I insight check the vibe here?
You absolutely surely
Her
can
hair
insight
love.
check the vibe here.
Thanks. That feels true, I think. I think they did just elope, and
What?
it's like super cool. I don't know how because I'm the captain, so I'd have to do it. But
Yeah, we
ooh, I
eloped.
rolled so good. That's a 26.
29.
We're actually dead. We've
29
killed
and a
each other.
26.
That
CJ,
was true.
Joe, what's the vibe?
Maritime law captain gets to officiate a wedding.
Nice. Love that.
It's definitely not. We're not. There's nothing of that sort.
Yeah.
On Mitsuki's side, she's definitely still not okay, but has talked through a couple things. So it's like at a solid 40% capacity function.
Ben looks fine for the most part. Like you can see that there's tears, but not in like Ben
We've
has
both been crying.
Yeah, Ben cries often, so it's not something that no one's not seen. Sometimes you wake up and you see Ben crying, and you're like, "What's going on there?" I'm not gonna deal with that. But you can also tell with like your high insight that like Ben is holding on to something, but like hasn't quite released it yet.
Welcome back.
What happened?
Your friend appeared and then disappeared.
I think she would have put
They
the
look-
lock back on at some point.
Yeah.
But just kind of like touches it confused, like what did they look? What was going on?
I mean, the creature looked distressed, right?
Yeah, seem to be trying to like, it's almost like walking through molasses, except instead of walking, trying to like lift and fly.
They were trying to fly. They looked distressed. I'm sorry, I'm happy to go check it out with you.
I would have felt something.
You didn't?
At you saying that, she just like goes completely silent. Like,
Maybe we should go fly the ship over at least so we can see something. And kind of looks at Andromeda because I can't fly the ship.
Would I know, like, trying to fly the ship that close to ground, is that, like, as somebody who's been flying for most of their life, is that, like, a bad idea? James, I'm worried about it.
It's not like the best idea, but if anybody could do it successfully, it would be the person who's been sailing their whole life.
I mean, we could take the ship. I'm a little worried about if there's like conflict bringing it in very close, because obviously I think it goes without saying if anything happens to the ship, we are pretty royally fucked. I could, if that's what the group wants, I can certainly try, or we can kind of go peruse and then.
It'll take us a couple hours to walk, and I can't fly. I'm a man of many talents, but that's not one of them.
That part.
I mean, we can try taking the ship if we want. I just make no promises. We might have to kind of, if there's like a lot of conflict going on and the ship is in danger, we might have to leave very quickly. But
I think Allison like glances at Mitsuki and is like, yeah, if it's doable, let's take the ship. If it gets tetchy, we can dip out, but we need to go.
If I can at least see what's going on, maybe, I don't know, I can come back with something. I don't know.
sure, yeah. If
You
someone
could
just wants
at
to go
least
tell
drop
us
us off.
why.
Sure.
I'm not gonna drop you off. But we'll play it by ear.
Yeah,
And
let's-
see what happens. Maybe
let's get
find
ready
another
for
place to
anything.
dock back there. But yeah.
Sure.
uh,
You let Burke and Lorelai and Leora know that the ship's moving, so they're not caught off guard. You begin to navigate. James, go ahead and make me a wisdom check plus proficiency, actually plus
Okay.
expertise.
Oh, sick.
Jeez.
I'm so scared because the last time I tried to do this, I rolled so fucking bad is the thing. Okay, come on. Oh, that's so good. Thank fucking God. So, just remind me, expertise is double proficiency, yeah?
Correct.
That's a 20. Nope, that's not even with my fucking wisdom. What is my... Oh, never mind. It's still a 27.
Incredible. Yeah, you
I'm
are
so
able
good at
to
this.
expertly navigate in between buildings and above the bell that's in the center. You're also able to kind of navigate through the forests. Every now and then you can see like a being made of shadow start to manifest and try and swipe. But as soon as it manifests, you're already moving in a different direction and moving past it. It feels like right now in this moment, you and the ship are connected deeper than you think you've ever been connected to it, which is a nice feeling. And as you crest over the kind of the edge of the forest, you can see the large body of the Shard Keeper attempting to just claw the crystal out of their shoulder.
Just like press myself against the railing or deck or like wherever we are. Just like trying to discern what's going on.
Yeah, go ahead and just make me an insight check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. In this moment, you are reminded of the conversation you had yesterday when the Shard Keeper mentioned that there had been several times that they had tried to take the crystal out before, and yet it seems almost like a magnetic force that's like keeping them here. You get a sense from, the way that their fingers, not even like fingers, more like phalanges of like tentacles, seemingly having like claws at the end of some of them, are just so like deeply grasping at whatever they can get, that there's this like sense of desperation and urgency. And it's almost like that feeling of like when you suddenly realize that like the gravity of a situation and it all just like implodes on you at once. That seems to be what this creature is feeling right now.
How far away are we in feet?
I would say that's up to Captain about how close you want to get.
So I think I'm trying to stay like... this is where James has no sense of like spatial distance is very fun. I want to say, unless this is like a stupid obscene number, someone please tell me it is like 45 feet up and like 30 feet back.
That's solid.
Sort of like I want to be up high enough that I don't think maybe she could grab us. The Shard Keeper specifically could grab us, and back enough that I don't think the Shard Keeper could grab us.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said 40 feet up and 30 feet away.
Like 45 to 50
45
probably up and like 30
okay.
away. Yeah.
Okay. So it's like over 30 feet range. Mitsuki is going to cast Sending because she's out of range for Awakened Mind. And she's just gonna very sort of timidly be like, "What is going on? What are you doing?"
You, in your mind, instead of a direct reply, it seems to be like they didn't even register that this spell was cast to her. And so the response that you get is one of just whatever they're saying in the moment, as the kind of like automatic next part of sending happens, where, you know, your next 25 words are a reply. You hear, "Get it out! Please! I've lost everything for you, and you don't care, and I want this gone! Please!" Just as they're just clawing. As you're kind of sitting with that, you notice also your robe is very neatly like in a pile, folded next to them.
Mitsuki looks over to the group and just sort of says, "She's trying to pull it out of herself.
Well,
She's asking for Sunder. He's obviously not here." I don't know what to do.
I think this is your call, as long as it doesn't interfere with the lives of the crew.
We're going to
decision is
die
yours.
if we stay here.
Maybe not. If I can take us to the ethereal plane again, we can't get hurt by things in the material plane. If we can get it out of her and then switch, we might be safe.
We're gonna die if we stay here.
Can I insight check Mitsuki and see if that's actual or just like despair talking?
Joe?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. And then you can go ahead and roll persuasion or deception, whichever you would like.
Yeah.
So 19.
22.
Hard to tell.
Okay. I'm not good at strategy or anything, but I feel like it's worth a shot because, I don't know, we might as well try and help. That's why we are here, to learn and help where we can. So we should try.
Mitsuki is gonna look at everybody like just like confused, like they're at their wits' end right now. They're calling out for the god that left it behind. I don't even know what to believe is out there that we can even solicit in this moment. Why do you trust her?
I trust you.
Well, you shouldn't. After everything, right?
It's not really your choice to make.
God.
Having secrets is not a crime, and having motivations is not a crime. When you had the chance to do what your life's work has led you to, you chose not to. For us, I think that earns at least a modicum of trust. You've made no move to actually harm this crew, despite it being in your best interest to do so. You've given us no reason not to. Because having secrets is not a crime.
I look at Ben.
What? No, what'd you say?
I didn't say anything. I don't yet. I was just like, ha, 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 just like kind of anime breathing at you.
I feel like Ben isn't necessarily. Ben like walked away briefly as like we flew up and out, and then like came back to watching all of this, and hasn't really said anything. And kind of like eventually notices that you're looking and just kind of like nods his head. It's like, yeah, let's do something. Let's go down there.
Come on, Ice Cream. You came all this way. You let someone to give
She
up.
cries. She starts crying.
Ellison just like walks up to you and kind of like smooths a bit of hair away from your face and like wipes the tears from your face and says, "You don't want to give up something you started. We're with you, okay?"
Start flying before I change my mind.
Let's go.
Yeah. Do I think there's some place to dock or to park that is like, if like a big explosion goes off or something where the ship might be okay?
No.
Cool. Is there anywhere to dock, period, here? Like, is there any
You could
open
like
clearing?
land the ship like near where the Shardkeeper is, right? Because that's like the big patch of concrete in the middle of this forest, but it's just like
Mhm.
dense. You could also just like land the ship on a tree if you wanted to. Like the tree's dead already, so it's really not the end of the world. But
Do the trees look like they have enough strength to support the ship? Because I
Oh,
don't want it to
no.
just like, okay, cool. So like, shouldn't park it in a
Yeah.
cool.
if you want to crush a couple trees about it, up to
We're
you,
not going to be
Captain.
doing this, damn it,
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah. Okay. Can I? Okay. I've been saying for a long time. I've probably done some stupid shit. Can I make like an intelligence check or something to see where I just strategically what is the best place to put the ship right now that isn't the dock we just came from?
Sure.
Okay. That's what's my intelligence? Oh, I have a +2. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty
It's a
20.
nasty 20, a slutty 20.
No.
30. If you don't follow Reed on Twitter, that's going to seem very unhinged, and I apologize.
A little slutty, slinky little 20.
Good for her.
20.
Huh.
Promiscuous
Oh my
20.
God.
I would say that you could have like a white woman in front of like all the numbers like moment.
Nice.
And you can like look at the possibility of what the explosion might look like and put the ship
Sure.
in a space where maybe it won't take the full brunt of it.
I will do that then.
Cool.
I'm doing it.
Your park.
Orc.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Just
sorry.
out of character, I'm rethinking this plan.
So
let
that
me
sure is all planned.
let me just double check how many people I can transfer, because I don't know if I can get the whole crew, besties.
I think you can do 10.
8. Make
8.
that 8.
Okay.
It's 5 of us.
I think that's
Uh-huh.
everyone, right?
That's everyone.
Buck, Lenora.
Laura.
Laura?
Lorelei.
Lorelei.
Mhm.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Shardkeeper.
I mean, if the showkeeper's
I mean,
exploding, we probably don't want the
I don't-
showkeeper.
I think the shopkeeper counts for like at least 15 people. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But we've got 8, so I can protect everyone. I don't know if this is gonna work, but
So we just see Shardkeeper like basically having a super bad panic time.
Like a breakdown, yeah.
Yeah.
Does Shardkeeper like? I mean,
Acknowledge
Ben would,
your existence? No.
Yeah, Ben would probably get off first and just kind of like look at Shardkeeper and then like notice that Shardkeeper's not looking at us, and it's like,
She's at her wit's end.
So go talk to him.
No, no, she doesn't say that.
Look, Mitsuki, there's... I think we've all been abandoned before, and I think we all needed somebody to just say something. So in that time, so just say something. That's all you need.
If you're gonna go, everyone maybe take 10 steps back. I'm gonna do magic about it real quick, and that's weird here, and I'm great, thank you. I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna just place a very gentle hand on Mitsuki's shoulder, and I would like to cast Death Ward on Mitsuki,
Sure.
because I know you don't have armor anymore, and I don't want you to die about it.
Go ahead and roll me a
cool.
D100
Yeah,
before
let me
that
mark up my...
takes
Is
off.
that? Okay. Not a D20. That's not what that is. Wait, I'll use my pretty one. Okay. This is fine. 67, which should have been a 69. I feel hate crime. Thank you.
You don't have to mark that spell slot off.
Nice.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah!
This planet
Incredible.
is good, actually.
No.
When you roll
I
well,
love
yeah.
getting a free 4th level spell slot.
Oh fuck yeah, literally.
Sick.
You just being infused with your glory. Mitsuki just like can breathe a little bit better, and is just like without the robe, like her like inner clothes is just like really like, not that she was much bigger or anything, but with the robe there was like a volume to the shoulders and like the waist and everything. It's like her underclothes are like white clothing, like it's just Mitsuki's blue skin and like the just like a white underclothing. I mean, not like underwear, but like a dress like under, and like heels. So this dainty little woman just like hurriedly walks over. Her speed is 35, but she can, in order to get closer faster, she is going to dimension door.
Sure.
What the fuck is that?
So many feet.
Isn't
They're
it
like
like
500 feet.
isn't it like
500,
right? Like
yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah. And you
Okay.
can take someone with you willingly if you would like.
Nah.
Cool. Yeah, you can boop, boop, pop over there.
Okay, great. I look up at her.
Get it out!
Awakened mind. What's happening?
I felt our connection break, and you were the last fucking good thing that I had, and this piece of shit is ruining it, and I want it out. I want it out.
What if we try to do something then?
I can't protect you anymore.
We have some friends that have a method, and we're gonna try.
Okay.
Through the chrono communicator, casting message to everybody all at once is sort of like, I guess, slowly crawl the ship your way here or something. Man your stations, do the whatever ritualistic things that you need to do. We're gonna try.
hearing that on the ship, I'll just I'm assuming Lorelai's around if for no other reason than we sure did just land the ship on the scary planet, huh? I'll kind of just say, hey, so I don't know what's about to happen. Batten down everything you can. If we can activate the shields, do that. Make sure the crew is below. Just brace.
I actually need everyone to do this.
We taking them with us over there?
I mean, if I need to protect everyone, we all need to hold hands.
Yeah. Okay.
So, congrats, guys. You're coming with us off the ship.
Okay.
What if
Let us just get things set
Sure.
here, and then no, absolutely. Burke, Leora, follow me. Give us like 5 minutes, and then walk off.
Yeah, CJ?
I think Ben is just kind of not making a whole lot of eye contact with folks, and eventually walks out forward towards Mitsuki and Shardkeeper, and just kind of looks at Shardkeeper and is like, so you really got nothing, huh?
No.
Is this the first time you lost it all?
No. It's the first time I lost something worth losing.
What are you gonna do once you get this out?
Not be here. I haven't thought about it more beyond that because it just never fucking seems like it's gonna happen.
Now, there's 2 words that are a lie. And it's always and never. Now, Shardkeeper, I don't know what the future holds for you, but go make sure you have a future. And I think Ben just kind of puts a hand on the shard and then looks at Mitsuki and says, I want to be the one to take it out.
What? You just said you can't do magic. That you could. How?
Ain't gonna do no magic. After all, this place magic is weird. Brute force? I don't know. And then kind of looks at Shardkeeper, kind of like, how you think you getting this out?
Sunder would tease me with the knowledge that for anyone else it would be easy, but for me it's hard. We should just be able to pull it out.
There you go. And I ain't got no magic, so ain't nothing gonna go wrong if I pull it out.
Besides the fucking plan where we all have to hold hands and get into another plane.
Now you tell me, Mitsuki, how are we gonna hold hands and pull this? How's every single one of us gonna hold hands and pull this thing out?
That is what I'm also wondering. I don't fucking know.
And y'all said somebody's gonna die if they pull this out.
Everyone.
Not if it's only one person.
Ben.
Mitsuki. And to those that insight checked earlier, you can kind of see Ben's shoulders relax in a way, but still being tense. And I think Ben just looks at the shard in Shardkeeper. I'll told Alan yesterday that I can't keep doing this, that I want to leave, that I want to go home. And I think this might be as good as a way as any. I'm your survivalist after all. I'm supposed to make sure y'all survive.
Is it not what? So you as the survivalist going to throw away your first principle, which is self-preservation.
Remember what I just told you, Mitsuki. Every day, we have to wake up and choose to live. And I don't want to make that choice anymore. I don't. Every day I wake up and it feels as though I'm closer and closer to the death zone, and I hate that. The one thing I've ever wanted was to go home. And if someone had to do it, if someone has to pull this out, I want it to be me.
It doesn't have to be.
You might be right, but I want it to be.
It's gonna give Ben a big hug about it and just like not let go until I am removed.
And I think Ben kind of like hugs you back and kind of takes his hat off and puts it on your head.
Ah!
You know, Sharkeeper. Oh, good. No, good.
No, Allison hasn't been here so far and kind of like walks off the ship, kind of. Okay, do we have a plan?
Yeah.
No!
Okay, that's conflicting.
I'm gonna take this shard out, and y'all gonna get to safety.
Well, no, I need your hand. Ben.
And I think Ben just kind of clenches his fist. I really am just so tired. I don't want to be here anymore. And it's not that I want to die or anything like that. It's that I want to choose something for myself, you know? When I lost everything that was taken from me, when I had to pick it all back up, it feels like it's something that you had to do, but how often do you get to choose what you want to do in reality? And for me, this feels like an apology and a release. We know that it's easy for someone to take this out. We know that. And I think it would be easier to know that one person gets injured, then we do some harebrained scheme, and we all die. or we leave Shardkeeper here. But I really ain't. I don't want to do that. Let's be honest. I know what it's like to lose everything, and just kind of looks at Shardkeeper, and do you all really want to leave someone who's lost it all alone?
It should be my responsibility.
Yeah, but do you really want to die, Mitsuki? Have you lived your life long enough to say that you've done everything that you've ever wanted to do? Every day I wake up and do exactly as I want, as if the next day I could die. And I know that whatever happens after I pull this out, I will have no regrets. Can you say the same?
Even without like an inside check, you asking her, does she want to die? Clearly she doesn't. But she doesn't say anything.
I think Ellison looks between you both and kind of sees like this definite stance in Ben, and knows that like nothing he could say in that moment will change his mind, and just stares at you for a very long moment. Okay. Everyone, get ready.
I think Andromeda comes back from the ship at this point with the rest of the crew, kind of feels the tension shift in the group, and I think kind of looks around at everyone and then stops at Ben and just says, "We good? You have a plan and everything?"
Yeah. I'm gonna take this out, and we'll see what happens after that.
Kind of like looks back at everybody and then back at Ben and clearly reads that this like conversation has been had. Just kind of, right? Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Shardkeeper, how far away do you think they gotta be?
Far as that can be.
I think at that point, the words that Ben has been saying kind of sits into himself, and he just kind of like has a look of resolve. Funny thing is, was meandering about whether I would want to do this anyway. So, if y'all look later, there'll be a couple of messages for you. Instructions on what to do for the collective and everything else.
How can someone so stupid be so fucking set at how stupid they are? Are you...
Hey, nobody knows Benjamin Kennedy better than Benjamin Kennedy, and kind of like goes to the hat and then realizes, oh yeah.
I'll make sure everything is handled at the collective.
I think Ben just is crying a little bit, and it's like, you don't usually get to choose these sort of things, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of places a hand on the crystal and says, y'all get going.
Mitsuki is just standing sort of firm, but not stopping you, but not leaving quite yet either. Just everything clenched and frozen. You can't just drop a life-changing philosophy on me and then just leave.
I've seen a lot of people do a lot of things with magic. And y'all might be the most magical. So, if you are so set, Mitski, then come get me after y'all make it out of here.
She takes one step back, still sort of eyes trained on you, and is like, yeah. I'm gonna fucking come back. And I'm through whatever fucking arm or fucking limb that I have to chew off to talk to whatever fucking god or entity is actually out there. To get you back from the dead. So that I can fucking kick you in the fucking dick.
Yeah. But for now, I'm gonna go see Soph. You know, I'm gonna let you in a secret. You ain't so different from her. She could do anything she put her mind to. Oh, and we know the gods can't hear us in space. Not the dead zone.
I'll fucking make them. And then she turns around and walks away.
I think Andromeda has kind of hung back in all of this as the only person that Ben has not spoken with in the last 24 hours. And I think they kind of just stand there for a minute and look at you and then take kind of a step forward and say, all of us are just kind of a fucked up collection of choices that we've made, and I may not agree with all of the ones that you've made recently, but you should be proud of yours, and just holds out a hand.
I think Ben shakes it and says, I lied. There wasn't a moment I didn't trust y'all. I was just hurt.
It's alright. It's already forgotten. Don't you worry.
Say, I hope this ain't like your last crew, but I guess I'll see you soon.
In this one or the next, we'll see each other. Good luck. And I walk away.
And kind of looks at Alan. Hey, kid. There's a nice dog named Sunshine waiting for you. He likes long walks. And he likes wet food.
Me too. I think we'll get along fine.
And Ben just kind of shakes his head yeah, that makes sense. A slow cooker. No good.
In the Goliath tradition, we get one name from our parents, one from people within our group, and then usually take the name of our group. But if you wouldn't mind, I would love to be Alan Unkillable.
Ben just has the biggest smile on his face. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I
Give
think,
you one more hug.
And kind of like as you all just kind of like get on the ship, I think Ben kind of like puts a palm on the crystal and then points to Ellison and just says, "You ain't so alone, buddy. From one oracle to the next, you're gonna survive."
Yeah. You're a good man, Ben.
I like to think so. Hey, Shardkeeper.
Yeah?
If you can. I don't know what kind of magic you got, but you mind making sure my body gets to them if they leave this hellhole? Like, not here, like the dead zone in general.
No, I knew it. This place is also kind of a hellhole.
Yeah, I believe it.
All I've ever wanted in life is for someone to care enough about me to help. So thank you. And I'm gonna do my damn best.
I don't know who that person I saw in my vision, but do your best to go find him.
You have a little, not like a little, a tentacle that kind of scoops you up, wraps around you in a very like appreciative way.
You know, I ain't got much. Not anymore. And I tell you the same thing I told Mitski. We gotta choose what we do. And I think it's pretty damn powerful of you to have chosen to keep living, even if it was like this.
You are the kindest person I have ever met.
And I think that Ben is just sobbing.
Tentacle wraps around you a bit tighter, not in like a forceful way, but in a comforting way. And you watch as Andromeda, because James and I just DM'd about this, raises the shields on the ship, and the ship begins to float upwards.
I think Ben just looks at the crystal and thinks back to everything that has brought him here. And he just smiles and looks up at the ship and I'll see him again. And then he pulls.
It is as easy as removing like a plug from an outlet. It comes right out. There is no tension. There is no resistance. At that moment, those of you watching from the ship can see just this red blast of arcane energy that begins to spread outwards from the center. These trees that are on the verge of death already begin to fade to dust. Shadow creatures that are halfway in between being formed and being shadow hiss at this bright light. And Ben, wrapped up in the tentacles of this creature, you can feel fabric touch your skin, as it seems as if this robe that was folded neatly on the ground quickly finds purchase on your body. It almost feels as if stars themselves that were not visible appear and are shedding this bright light and then start coming down in the direction of you and the Shard Keeper. The Shard Keeper at this point has their whole body like wrapped around Ben as they're just taking like blast after blast. And then you see the stars aren't finding purchase on the Shard Keeper's body anymore. Almost as if there's something covering them. When the stars make purchase with this invisible barrier, you see these little pools of shadow. And though no one on the ship is looking at Ellison in this moment, we, third-party observers, can see a little bit of extra shadow peering up from his neck around his ears. And just as quickly as this happened, the red light vanishes. And Shard Keeper and Ben disappear. The ship continues to move ever so slowly as it continues inching through the void of the dead zone. What would the four of you like to do?
Allison's been holding everyone's hands. I assume we went to the ethereal plane as I cast the spell. And as the kind of like shadows from behind him kind of return to his body, he lets go and just kind of drops to his knees. And his face is like covered. His head is bowed.
Mitsuki just sort of stands silently with an angry face. This affectionately must be the dumbest people in all of space today. And then I turn to Ellen and just hug you.
Yeah, I think at this point, Leora kind of rests his head on Allison's shoulder. Lorelei kind of wraps an arm around Andromeda. Burke waddles up and is just happy to be there. And the seven of you continue on. You travel for a long stretch of time. Days turn into weeks. Between this planet and the next, you travel a month in the dead zone. And with the energy feeling a little bit different, with one less person on the ship, with the next planet cresting on the horizon, that is where we're going to end our session for today. Hey, CJ, can you come back? Thank you, CJ, for being a part of this story, for coming and spending time with us. This is unfortunately going to be CJ's last episode with us here in the Dead Zone, but we love them very, very much, and we are going to miss having them and Ben at our table. Is there anything you want to say?
Don't get dead.
So true.
So true, actually. Everybody give some extra love to CJ in the chat, in the Discord, on Twitter. We appreciate them very, very much for all that they brought to our table. And it will not
Buy
be
their
the same
games.
without them. Buy their games. So true, actually. Thank you all very much for tuning in to this episode. We will see you in 2 weeks' time to see what the heck happens next. Who knows? And in the meantime, CJ, say it one more time.
Don't get dead.
We'll see ya!